Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back playing some more 20 minutes till dawn. Today we're going to be messing around a little bit and having some fun with an Abby SMG build. Let's see how this works out. We are playing on Darkness 7, I think is what we're going to start off on today. And here you can see exactly where I'm at on my runes tree, if you guys are looking to do something similar. I think I'm going to go with Ethereal here for another level. I have thought about taking Cadence. It does seem pretty good, but Ethereal with Abby's ability here should be pretty fun, so we're gonna play that. We're gonna see how this run goes on Darkness 7. We might need to take some early speed upgrades to be able to avoid some of these early spawns and enemies, but last time I tried and played Abby, it went pretty well. I probably had one of my most broke builds ever playing on Darkness 6, and I am going to probably try and replicate something similar. I like that right click ability. I actually severely underestimated it the last time I played, so we're gonna try and stack up early, see what we get started on. Probably look for some early damage through elements like lightning with the SMGs. That does work pretty well, so we'll see what we can get on. After this weekend, I didn't have any videos up, but I did go and visit California for a wedding, so I'm excited to be back, get back into this, and try not to miss another day with this stuff. I did work on my audio in between my last video and this one, if you guys have seen that, which I apologize for it because the audio did seem to come through a lot different and not too smoothly. Starting off the first level here, we're probably going to take Power Shot. Dragon Egg is pretty good, so something I could look for here is just a yoked dragon, I guess, to carry me through. I don't think it'll play too much of an impact on the final build if I get what I'm looking for, but it is good, so we're going to sit with that. We're going to take that early dragon, invest in ourselves, playing well enough to train that up and not die, as I take damage already. I am rusty. This is my first time playing in quite a few days, so or playing any game for that matter. The SMGs early on do struggle with damage, so we're gonna see if I can get some early levels. Like I said, I wanted those lightning levels to kind of help out with this early SMG damage, because if I don't get them, then I'm gonna struggle to kill absolutely everything. But I think that I can get through these early levels enough to pop off and really make this build work. If not, then if I can survive 3 minutes, then I'll have a dragon that helps me out, even though it might not be that strong either. Alright, this is actually going so slow. I know it's early, but I can't even get to, I'm trying to get to these. There we go. That's some XP. A little juicer there. Alright, what do we got? What do we got going on? Well, I don't really like too much of any of these. I know Take Aim goes out, the Assassin Tree, which is good. Frost Mage is prime time for us as well. This gets into the Siege, which we're going to want for Abby, and the Train Dragon is just, it's probably going to be what I take. If we can get the dragon going enough for mid game, we can probably get late enough into this build to make it really work. So we will take that for now. We'll see how this works out. Hopefully I don't die before I even get a chance to make this run work. This seems to be going pretty poorly in terms of damage so far. Maybe I should respec my rune tree to give myself some better early damage. That might work as well. There seems, I do not remember there being this many enemies. I actually know that there have been some changes to balances, so maybe I should look at those, but it's kind of more fun to just kind of figure it out as you play sometimes. So like, I know I could go, I think they changed like the way freeze works. Freeze now, you can't take damage from enemies who are frozen or something. I also think they nerfed some of the builds. I think like flame or something like that got nerfed, which probably rightfully so, was very busted compared to others. I think they're trying to raise the difficulty level rather than just let people speedrun with high damage builds like flame and just complete all the challenges. I find it more fun to try and switch builds up. I like a lot of bullet spam builds comparative to high elemental builds, but it does seem like the high element builds work a lot better. This is not the place you want to be, by the way. I'm level 3 and that is the first boss there. This is not going well. Let's see if I can get a couple more of these guys to explode. I just need one. I need like 2 more levels. Like, just give me lightning. Actually, I might just scrap this run and run it back to lightning in a second. I may not even be my choice whether or not I scrap it. I may just get wiped here. But Well, since we're sitting here waiting, I was in California for the weekend. I was at a wedding, like I said. Pretty good time, but after every event like that, you kind of just want to take a break. Spent way too much time drinking, and it was fun at the time, but then, you know, the next morning, a couple days after, you just don't want to be there, and you'd rather not drink. We're going to take some bullet speed here. I think it's actually worse for the time being, rather than the reload rate, but I like the assassin tree a little more. I think that might be what we need. And this dragon might be our savior right now. Oh, thank God I can kill things. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can do something here. Our dragon's gonna carry us. I already know it. It's just so bad. All right. This is why I'm a fan of the dragon. Of course, there's probably an argument to be made, but that if I didn't take it, I would have a stronger SMG build as a whole. But I'm gonna ignore those comments. And this is the other thing I wanted was electromage. I do want those piercing, but here we go. I don't know how I got healed there. I think I have, oh yeah, every 5th level heals me. It's on the right tree, it's the bottom section. I gain 4% additional experience per rank as well, so that should help us fly through some of these early levels. I'm just gonna run through these enemies, probably getting hit, but it should help us with our XP, which is what I care about more right now than keeping all my health. Yeah, this is going pretty well all of a sudden, and thank God, because I was a little bit worried. I was hoping not to take any damage this early, just because there is always a chance for the perfectionist run. It all really depends on how you get into that mid game. I think taking damage this early is just a sign of my rustiness, and it shouldn't matter too much in the grand scheme of the run. But it is unfortunate that we threw that away so early. So if I take this, I have a good chance of Fusillade. What character did I pick? I don't know if I went with Shauna or... Oh, no, I went with Abby. That's right. So Fusillade's good. I don't really know what I'm looking for from the chest. We're probably gonna take River Bullets, right? That's Siege. Yeah. All right, we'll stick with this for now. There's a lot of things we want, so this is one of those builds that just really just pops when you get things going. That is a quick second boss. I forgot how long ago that first boss spawned. Let's go get this real quick. Move speed and reload rate by 35% for 2 seconds after reloading. That's pretty good. We'll see if we can get more reload upgrades to help with that. So here we go. Light Bullets goes down to the Siege tree as well. Fanfire goes down the Fusillade tree, and Power Shot goes down the Reaper Bullets tree. All 3 of which I want. Move speed is important. Fire rate is pretty good, but I don't think that any of those are that important. Out of all of these, I think I'm going to take Power Shot here. This does get me to more piercing. Fanfire does give me a Fusillade, which is pretty good. Yeah, we're going to stick with Power Shot for now. I think the raw damage can help us a lot. And we're going to see if I can... We're going to see if I embarrass myself by not taking any more hits or like actual health damage, not necessarily hits for the rest of the run, and see if I threw it away in the first few minutes. There it is. That is it. That is our first, well, our second hit. Our first one since I was going to try that. I think that this build is going to get very strong pretty quick. Especially with our dragon helping us out through the middle, mid-game, I guess, mid-time breakthrough that we're going to need while we build this up. I actually think this guy is almost dead. We are putting out a lot of bullets right now, so I think we're probably going to take Aged Dragon. It has been a few minutes already, but this is always good. The penetration kind of sucks to miss, and the quick hands is also very good as well, but we'll stick with this. Like I said, this dragon's going to be able to carry us through mid-game, and he will do a lot of damage late game as well. If you haven't had a fully stacked dragon before, it does do a lot of work. So I am a little bit worried that I have taken 2 hearts of damage. And I did just pass my heals, so it's not like I have one of those coming. So I have to wait till level 15 or until I get a perk that gives me some sort of healing, which I don't plan on taking anytime soon. We're gonna take Frostmage here. I think it has gotten buffed a little bit. I'm surprised they have decided to do that. Yeah, I don't see any nerfs through the tree, which is surprising. Maybe this used to be stronger. I don't think so, though. We're gonna stick with Frostmage here. Probably try and help us take less damage. We're gonna want it anyways, but this way we can not worry too much about the fact that we've taken so much dumb damage this early. And right here, Tome of Rage, this is what we want. Triple your base max ammo. The other two are kind of useless for me right now. The part that is really bad damage. The part that sucks right now is we have just destroyed our bullet damage. I genuinely do not know what just killed me. I actually did not see what just killed me. But we're just gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back the same build or the same character and gun combination. I am a little embarrassed that that death happening so early, but all right, I think we can run it back. And probably I genuinely believe that Abby is the way to get your perfect. I know I've showcased in one of my videos just how strong that her build can be. I had a 2-minute clip of like where my build was at in the mid game and the late game. So I think early on I need to try and do as much as I can to deal damage against some XP, just so we don't fall into that rut again where I'm sitting there waiting for damage. Hopefully we can pick up the early lightning like I said last round as well, just because it is so strong comparative to these SMGs. I am shooting a lot, but I'm not dealing a lot of damage. And I think we're 1 XP ball away. There it is. All right, what are we looking at here? Another dragon, I guess. Let's see if it actually can carry me through the mid game. If I don't play like absolute trash again. I think that the dragon is very good. I think that the last round was solely my play that made me lose. I honestly didn't even see what hit me at the end there. It might have been a guy who snuck up. I don't think I ran into the tree. I hope not. I'm pretty sure it was far enough away from that, but you never know. Sometimes you get tunnel visioned. But we'll see. Maybe I'll watch it back and see what really killed me or took me to my end there. I might have been a red ball. I know they were on the screen at the time. I just didn't see any near me, so could have been that too. This build or this run is looking similar to the last. It is very difficult. I think I can get this guy here. I sacrificed my holy shield for that. That didn't really work. Holy shield. I don't know if that's the actual term. I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Binding of Isaac. That is where I get that term from. I'm sure with other games, I watch a lot of roguelike indie style video games through none other than Northernlion himself, which you guys have probably seen if you are watching my videos or the genre as a majority of your video watching. We're going to take Electro Mage here. Absolutely awesome to get this early, and you'll see why. This is exactly why I wanted it right here. Helps clear these crowds. This is actually one of your best chances to survive this early game. And now I just need to survive until my shield is back. If I can, thank you. One of the upgrades too, you guys might be able to tell I have, is the fact that I get increased movement speed every time I pick up XP. That is helping me avoid a lot of this early damage. I don't think we need reload rate yet. I don't think we need this assassin tree yet. This fire rate tree is very good, but I think we're gonna stick with the standard bullet damage here. That should help us cut through these more. I guess fire rate probably has a pretty good argument as well, right? Because we're relying on our lightning more than anything. One thing I am looking forward to is the dragon upgrades. If you don't know what those are, it's just momentary, you know, permanent increases to the dragon after a while of it being with you. So here you go. 8 damage every 60 seconds, even while it's at its egg. And this is a permanent upgrade. And on the other side is 10% attack speed for the same amount of time. So this is a very good way to kind of like wait and see how your build is gonna scale, but also having something that scales along with you no matter what you build. It's actually, wow, lightning did work there. Dude, this is what I mean. I love lightning. Lightning falls off a lot, so it's like lightning, like early does insane damage. It does flat 22. Obviously scaling if you know you have runes or something that helps that, but it falls off on damage late in the game, but is replaced with things like energize that help with like, I don't know, certain builds, you know, builds that want to preserve ammo as much as possible. So and that might be, we're probably going to take Divine Blessing here. I think Energize is very good. We're actually going to take this later in the run, but I think for now Divine Blessing does more for us when I get my shield back to help avoid some damage. And let's see how fast we can try and get this guy before he gets lost in the crowd. And it will probably be pretty early that I will not be able to hit him anymore. Yeah, this is one of those things that we're just gonna have to try and deal damage as we can to him, probably with the exploding guys there. Or lightning. Lightning seems to be hitting him a decent amount. It is hard to, obviously I don't I don't think you can control exactly where it's going. Maybe it's like closest to your cursor. I could try that. What if I go up here? What about here? Okay, yeah, it is like closest to your cursor. I've never actually known that. So that's a good way to like kind of target the boss, I guess, right? Just put my cursor right on him. But also don't get too tunnel visions, because it'd be a bad way to take some damage. Okay, there's my dragon. That'll help too, so I can move while it shoots. There it is. That was a lot. This is already going a lot smoother than the last one. We're gonna take... Both these are very good, double shot and rapid fire. Probably gonna take double shot, right? Like, just bullet hell, essentially, but like in my favor, so bullet heaven, I guess. We'll see how this works out, and then we will grab this chest here and take projectiles +2, fire rate -31%, spread +40. That is not exactly great this early. Kind of makes me wish I took that fire rate increase, but I'm sure we'll get other chances. Splinter, this is down that Reaper rounds tree, and it makes enemies explode into bullets. This synergizes very well with Frost. If/when we get it later in this game, but for now we're gonna take aim, start down that assassin tree. Also thought about taking the Holy Shield procs lightning. Later in this run we will get the fact that lightning has a chance to restore ammo. It will be important in spamming, just with right click, which I haven't been using, but if you haven't seen, it's exactly what you're seeing on the screen right now. I cannot control where any other shots go, but you can get builds that pretty much make them one-shot everything, and I will not have to focus on what I am doing at all. I'll just right-click and let it run. Bullet speed, bullet damage, pretty good here. Split fire is really good for Fusillade, because we don't have anything else that will prop this or like get us to Fusillade. We haven't taken fan fire, so we don't have a chance to get it that way. Divine Wrath, like I said, we're gonna like the lightning, but we're just probably gonna stick with sniper, get closer to that assassin tree. Also, I don't know if you can hear in the background, but my cat is going absolutely nuts, so I do apologize for that. But I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm not gonna bother her. She's not bothering me yet. My cat is very affectionate. My cat acts more like a dog. I tell people this all the time. Our cat was a rescue, and they literally just like follows me around like a dog. I was gonna keep him outside the room while I recorded, and it just started meowing at the door like a munch, so I started to feel bad and let him in. Magnetism, quick hands, Dragon Bond, this will be great later on, but we're not gonna worry about that yet. Haste, move speed is always nice, especially if I get hit and lose my relic shield. I'm gonna want some new move speed to help me around, but I think I'm just gonna take quick hands for now and hope I don't lose my relic shield, or relic shield, holy shield, whatever it's called. Naming isn't my strong suit. This is okay. We're in a lot better situation. And that is not a good situation. Alright, let's see if we can... I'm not feeling very confident right now. I'm feeling like we actually are struggling quite a bit with this fight. Let's see if I can get through this crowd. Ooh, there it is. I was hoping to get a no hit on this one, but a little too ambitious, I guess. Probably easier to be done on the lower levels anyways. Frost Mage is really good here, but I think I'm going to take Fan Fire just to get closer to Fusillade. The high fire rate is really important, so that should help a lot. And as we get closer to killing this boss, which I don't feel like we are that close yet, but this will be the big upgrade that we are looking for. That is not good damage. That was probably very rookie mistake there. We are going to be looking for the triple max ammo upgrade. And I'm dead. And that is 2 deaths to what I shouldn't be dying to at all. 2 in a row. Alright, we'll switch it up this time around. These have been pretty quick runs, so we still got plenty of time to play on this one. I've got to try something, I guess, a little easier. It has been a few days since I've played anything at all, so I guess I'm gonna go with one of my all-time favorites. I'm gonna go Shana, and I'm gonna run a shotgun. I typically run the shotgun with diamonds, but I find it very fun to play with, so we're gonna see how this works with Shana. And already I'm gonna try and think of what I want this build to look like with the shotgun, what upgrades I'm gonna want to triple, and I think that's probably gonna be bullet, I mean, if I'm able to set it up, the sniper upgrade, essentially bullet speed, is amazing with this. I think I'll have to look more at certain numbers. Like, I don't need, fire rate and stuff like that. Quick hands is very good here, though. I'm gonna take quick hands. I can reroll. If you're not aware, Shano's ability is to be able to reroll once per upgrade tree. I think one of the darkness difficulty changes is that you no longer have 5 selections, you only have 4. So I think that Shana probably becomes a little bit better after that darkness. Okay, yeah, so if I do this, I get 75% bullet speed and 45% bullet damage, which is pretty good. It's probably not the best thing mathematically to take, but I don't know, it feels good. So I think that anything that feels good when you play, for the most part, is probably a pretty good sign that it's strong. You're not gonna sit there and take 3 of the glare and be like, oh, this is the strongest one I've ever had. But I do like the dragon egg once again. I could go for armed and ready here. Max ammo +2 is pretty sick, but I think I'm gonna take the early dragon egg in the hopes of getting a scaling dragon that just pops off for me, does all the hard work. Eventually, I'm sure that I'll do runs that only run a single summon, and I'll take that free, because if you guys aren't aware, there's a final upgrade slot that it's if you only have 1 summon, then it gets I don't know, maybe 40% bonus stats or something insane. So I bet if you get a dragon that has, or an early dragon that has that maxed out, it probably does insane. There you go, trained dragon right there. I really want double shot, I really want fresh clip, but a trained dragon is just a little too good to pass up. And we're gonna keep trying to do early damage here. If this dragon doesn't work out, maybe I'll rethink my taking dragon strategy at a minute in, 2 minutes in, trying to get it to pop off, because I don't think it's done enough for me yet. But that probably is mainly just my play. And with that strategy, I probably should have rerolled there looking for the other dragon trait, but I do really like double shot. It's so strong. You lose some bullet damage, but just being able to hit. I mean, I'm running a shotgun, right? And just hitting a wider range and shooting more bullets gives me a higher DPS. So we're not worried about the damage per bullet yet. Divine Blessing, probably not going to take that. Dude, what the hell is my cat doing? Magnetism, armed and ready, power shot. Probably taking power shot here. I do like armed and ready a lot, but we are going to see the first boss here in a couple minutes, and I want to be sure that when I do land a shot on him, it is doing enough damage to make an impact. There is our holy shield back. I didn't comment on it, but we did take a very dumb hit earlier on in this run. I just ignored it. We are going to be trying to protect this as long as possible now, because we'll more than likely need it here in a little. And there is the here in a little. I am just off the game today. I don't feel like I typically play this poorly, but maybe that's what alcohol does to your brain. Maybe it's permanently damaged. I'll just always be worse at video games. Not that I was very good to begin with. But that is, our build is looking pretty strong right now. I do like the fact that we've gotten both the dragon upgrades. Now we just need to protect our run enough by not taking damage. And that should be easy enough. And then hopefully once we get to this first boss, we are going to be able to get the triple upgrade. The 40% experience gain is also really good too. If you get it first, it's early and not enough in the run that you're gonna be able to really take full advantage of that compared to later in the run. But also your triple upgrade seems to have the most impact on the upgrade tree that you're going down first, because that seems to be what you need the most for that build. But I mean, there's always elements too, like I said, they run the game in a sense. So if you're getting to the late stages, sorry about that, I have a itch on my face. If you're getting to the late stages of a game, then you're gonna need, well, you're probably not gonna need it, but you're gonna end up taking some form of elements eventually, just because you're gonna run out of other upgrades and they're just gonna be kind of your default. They're good in every build. Kill clip, very good all around. I think it gets more potent later on, so I think I want to look for something more like Fanfire, where I have a chance at Fuselage shortly after. Tripling this, though, seems pretty bad, because I don't think the Devil's Base projectiles gets affected by the triple. But I'm not sure. I mean, there's always a chance to take it, try it out, see what I think. If it ruins my run, it ruins my run. I've already lost 2. Okay, what's one more? There we go. That's the first one down, first boss down. And we're gonna grab this here shortly. I'm trying not to get hit too much going for it. There we go. And triply effect the next upgrade. It will be. This is pretty good. Obviously not gonna take that. There's probably something to be said for haste, but I don't think it's the right one. Light weaponry, triple magic daggers is pretty cool, but not the strongest. It's probably just below average, actually. We're gonna reroll. 45% bullet speed plus 3 piercing with a shotgun is pretty good. Pyromage, don't think I need to worry about that. It's not gonna be our build focus. Big shot, same thing we saw in the last one, and Frost Mage. Now, I don't think this works as like actually being tripled, but like, man, I'm just gonna take this. So the reason I'm taking this is I haven't done the perfection run yet, and if this does work exactly as it says tripled, this could be the breakthrough that we need to really. It doesn't seem like it has like 105% chance as you would expect it to be when it's tripled, but I mean, Frost is always good, so hopefully it did affect it in a positive manner. Well, I mean, I know it did it in a positive manner. Hopefully it's stronger than I'm thinking. And this should be what we need to kind of start breaking through this run. Electromage probably gonna end up getting for the energized. I do like fresh clip though. 50% bullet damage for 1 second after reloading. We're reloading all the time, so really no reason not to take that one. Pretty much, with the shotgun, it's pretty much like a flat 50% damage increase, which is sick. I'm never going to complain about that. And hopefully, at this point, we no longer throw our run. Of course, there's always a chance of you just not scaling hard enough, but we are definitely ahead of the curve currently. And I need to make sure that this stupid fucking deer boss doesn't actually hit me like it has been. It's actually destroyed me in the last few runs, which it did do the same thing to me when I first started the game, just because I was getting used to the mechanics and get used to the movement, but I haven't had it actually like do that much to me. You know, maybe an occasional hit on a run here and there, but it felt like a while since it's actually ruined my runs, and we're gonna see if I can do better this time around. I think I'll focus more on, you know, hit and run and trying to make sure I'm in an open area before hitting it at all. Like I said, we have this dragon to help carry us through, and it is definitely a lot longer range of my shot, so I could rely on that to hit the boss solely and just not touch it. Here we go. Big shot, pretty good. Dragon Bond also very good, but it gets better the later we take it. Well, I guess it doesn't get better. It keeps the same value 20 minutes in as it does 10 minutes in, because it's going to scale whether we have it or not. So we're going to take Big Shot and just deal more raw damage per shot to these enemies. Get more kills per shot, hopefully. I don't know if it put us over the threshold to deal one shots to anybody, but we'll see with time. It does help Fanfire, because that is a percentage of our damage, which hopefully that increased it by 1 or 2. That is pretty insignificant damage for the most part. I think that the reason those things are actually good is because they help with elements. And speaking of elements, I don't actually like either of those two, but I also think Toma range is not what we're looking for. I am going to take one. It's going to be something or nothing, or it's not going to be nothing. It's going to be something guaranteed. We could take Toma Summoning because our summon is cracked and the 50% reload rate does hurt, but I don't think it hurts as bad as the 50% bullet damage. If you're not aware of how the shotgun works, every projectile has its own bullet damage applied to it instead of like as a collective. So feels a lot weaker when you take bullet damage down if you don't hit your entire spread on someone. Yeah, I think we're gonna take tone with something. I'm not gonna be hurting over the reload rate. I don't think. Like, it might hurt more than I'm expecting it to, and it might suck, but I'm not looking at the other two. I don't want the bullet damage down. I don't want to skip because that's boring. Yeah, that reload rate is pretty bad. We will work around that though. We're gonna get something going where I don't have to worry about my reload rate. I know that one of the options is just trying to get, you know, the lightning tree to re-energize my ammo. That could work. Probably won't, but it could. We could also get the one that increases my reload speed every enemy I kill with the clip. And that works with the ones that the dragon kills, so we're gonna take sniper here for now. Just get stronger, farther range, more damage per shot, and hopefully I can get around the curve of bad upgrade there. I think there's an argument to be made for the first one, losing some bullet damage for way more shots. I'm sure that mathematically speaking it's a DPS upgrade, but I don't know. I just feel like with the shotgun, damage downgrades feel so brutal, the way that it's built. See, this is good, I think. We could also reroll. I haven't used my reroll at all, and I think that's a mistake, so we're just gonna send it. That is bad, maybe. We'll think on that one before we take it. I think Splinter's good here. I think I have Big Shot, right? Like, I don't think I can check it all, but I have Big Shot, right? So I don't need this to get Reaper rounds. I don't need that. I will take Dragon Bond for now. That's just flat damage. It's an easy decision because it really harbors no negatives or like no maybes. It's something I will guarantee to take. And I am actually going to be relying on that dragon, like I've talked about, to get through this mid game because I don't think my build is where it needs to be anymore. Like I said, I was ahead of the curve, but it's all about continual scaling. I have not been doing that. Okay, Assassin's very good, but I think I need Kill Clip here. Reaper, damn, this is like the dream shot. We're going to take Kill Clip though because my reload rate is hurting currently. That does help a lot. You can already see the difference. I'm probably getting roughly 40 to 50% per reload better than I was before, which does play a huge part. But we will see if that continues or if I am going to struggle to start killing things or as many things in one clip as I was before. I think that'll work pretty well. I'm not going to be taking many clip here. That is not good, I don't think. I think that would ruin my run. But I also don't like anything else really. Like, I've talked about getting Electro Mage. I don't think it's time. We're going to reroll, see what else we can get. Don't need Splinter because I already have that tree. And this has seemingly gotten worse. We'll take Divine Wrath. It goes with that Electro tree that starts giving me ammo back. And I will take it eventually. So, out of the options I was given, probably Vitality is better for winning. For completing the builds, what I have in mind, it's gonna be the lightning for my Holy Shield. I'm sure there will come a point where I'm pretty much never keeping the Holy Shield up, but as long as it is, it's helping. And it does get us closer to Stalwart Shield, which I think has some insane value, some of the best in the game, especially for defensive perks. Like, Vitality is good and all, but you know, it lets you get a way to heal, which is further down the tree than... Ooh, this is sick, actually. Yeah, we're taking Fusillade. Bullet damage down sucks, but you can't ignore Fusillade. It's too good. One of those, like, just trademark upgrades, I feel like, for every build. I can't even think of a build that you wouldn't take this, except maybe like a grenade launcher build, which, I don't know why you're playing with a grenade launcher, you must hate yourself. Saying that, I will probably soon attempt the Abby grenade launcher run to see if I can do that, because that is an achievement in the game. I do like to go for achievements. We're gonna reroll here. I think our shard is good, but not what I'm looking for. Now it is time to get Electro Mage. Fusillade has helped our damage a lot, so we're gonna get Electro Mage in the hopes of recharging ammo or like replenishing ammo. And I think that as long as I don't tunnel vision too hard or you know, leave one side unattended, I should be fine here for a little while in terms of not getting hit. But we have Fusillade already. I'm not worried about this. This actually isn't bad. I'm not sure if it shoots one single shot or my original or like base shots with the shotgun, which I think is 2 bullets, but I think Splinter is better. That'll eventually turn into Frost and make that stronger. It is something weird. I'm not sure if you guys play this game in your own time or if you just like to watch. I used to watch these games for a long time without ever trying them, but something that's weird is when you see like upgrades like mini clip, right? Like mini clip ruins my run here, but every single time I see it pop up, I'm like, well, what if it like doesn't? Like, let's just try it. And that is definitely not the play that I want there. I need to try and stay away from that as much as possible. But as you can see, we're starting to get towards the end of some of these trees on the upgrade trees. So that is just making us immensely stronger. Electro Bug is good here. I'm going to reroll once again, trying to get something a little better. Assassin, amazing. So we're going to be taking that. But my build is getting pretty strong. As far as if I remember correctly, we actually had not taken damage on this build, and I swear to God, every single time I mention this, on every single recording I have, you can watch all my videos, every single time I mention myself not taking damage, I take damage so shortly after, so I will eventually break the curse, right? It all balances out, but law of large numbers is what we're trying to get at here. We are gonna do... What's a good reason to take this? Burn damage for my dragon, I guess. This is probably better, right? Reroll. We don't care. And that is just bad. Light weaponry, summon damage plus 40% is probably pretty good. We are not going to be taking Ghost Friend whatsoever. Glare, same as well. Mini clip, like I said, probably ruins our run. Magic lens is probably a good reason to take this, I think. Arguably, maybe. We're going to take light weaponry. Let's get the summon damage plus 40%. I think that's the best option there. It's hard to say though, because neither of those things are going to be the focal point of our run, right? Like Magic Lens also probably very good because it could, not guaranteed, but it could buff our shotgun shots. But I'll choose to ignore that and maybe come back to that later. Electro Bug and Energize. I'm going to take this here because I've been rerolling a lot, getting greedy, and I feel like just not being, it has not worked out for me like I was hoping it would. So let's just take the guarantees. Good old saying, one in the hand, we're 2 in the bush, so we're gonna stick with what we got. Now, in a minute and a half, I've talked about this before, but in a minute and a half will actually come what I believe to be the hardest part of every run. It is the swarm of the bigger enemies, and you just get less XP for the next minute and a half because of the scarcity of them and their high health. And so it is really the part where your run becomes tested, like to see how strong it really is. And up to this point, our run has been extremely strong. We had some mid-game, not even hiccups, like we just could tell that we were still scaling, but we have gotten through that now. So the hope is that when we hit this point, that we are strong enough to go through the crowds of the big boys. I think that, relatively speaking, we should be strong enough, but you never know until it comes. Fire rate won't help us much here. We don't need split fire for Fusillade. Summon damage 40% is just straight up better because it gives... I don't know if this math works out, but I'm pretty sure it gives us like plus 4% damage, right? Because it gives our dragon 40% and we get 10%. So it's like we get 4% of our dragon's damage. I don't know if that's exact math. Maybe I should have paid more attention to my math classes, but we're here now, so we'll hope that it helps us. I think it will. And this little coughing is actually getting destroyed, I think. I don't think we're that close to killing him yet, but okay, never mind. He's gone. Now, another thing, I have lost my holy shield at some point during that. I don't know to what. So I'm going to try and play very careful around the red balls for now, because it's probably what I lost it to. I didn't even see it happen. But, oh, I think also it could have been like the little gnats that guy shoots out. He shoots out like little spiders. I mean, sure, we'll take it. I've talked about it before. I think Shauna's Halo is a little underwhelming. Using 3 upgrades for it, it's like the stats for 3 upgrades is definitely worth it. However, the lack of synergy it has with any other item is just like 3 upgrades gets you a lot. I don't know, like I could take Halo Piece 1 here, but like Electro Mastery isn't even that important in my run, and seems like it might be the better option. Also, like I could reroll to try and get Frostbite and Shatter, which are some of the 2 most important upgrades in the game. And unfortunately we didn't get them, but I could take Divine Blessing or Electro Mastery here. I think I'm going to take Electro Mastery. The recharge happens from enemies getting hit by your lightning, so a higher area of effect does actually increase our chance to recharge ammo. However, I think I don't know, I guess like really late on it might make a difference, but like right now, I think the enemies are spread out enough that it won't really affect our chance to reload. And our build is looking strong. We're already past that 8-minute mark I talked about, and that was that last boss. I don't know if he comes exactly 8 minutes or if that's kind of just the time I noticed that he's at. As far as I've seen, we have not taken a hit since him, so we should be seeing our shield back here any moment, hopefully. And that will give me a little bit more security with this run to see if I can stop from being hit. But let's hope that this ends up panning out well. Okay, there's Shauna. Or Shields. Or Shauna, as my character. And another upgrade. So Halo pieces, once again, just not what we're looking for. They're taking, this is another reason why I think like the Halo's bad, is they're taking up 2 of our shop spots right now. So I could reroll here, and there's a pretty good chance I guess I see a Halo piece, but I probably won't be seeing any of the other things I want. Like I don't care about this, I don't care about that. So I guess we're gonna take Halo piece in this situation. I guess that's like one of the positives you can say about it, is if you start to run out of things you're looking for in the shop, the Halo pieces are a good scapegoat. But we are playing Shauna, like, and that's the only character you can get that on. We can reroll. So you know, if you've taken a Halo, he's taking spots, you reroll. I guess it's a scapegoat upgrade, but that's not what we're looking for with this build. I think right now what we're looking for is probably Electro Bug, which is the weaker portion, or like the weaker side of things that we want. We are definitely looking for all of the Frost upgrades. We don't have them yet, and unfortunately I'm just gonna keep rerolling until I see them. Actually, Electro Bug is right there. Halo Piece 1. Like, also, like, this is pretty good. Fire rate doesn't do much for us, but it gets us bullet speed, ammo, and siege, which we probably won't get anything out of siege. So I'm going to take fire rate here. The fire rate itself will actually not do anything for us, as far as I know, yet. But the +1 bullet should actually matter later on. I bet there is something to be said about taking the ammo upgrades early on a shotgun, and then looking for the devil from the second boss. Like if you took Armed and Ready, which is the upgrade that gives you +2 max ammo, I think it's called that, and then or like if you took that with the triple effect of the first boss, I think this is the last one, right? If you took that with the triple effect of the first boss, so you get +6 to the base ammo, then took the +1, so you're at 11 base, and you take the double, or the triple, right? I think that's how it works. Or no, it's just double, right? Maybe. I don't know. But you're having like 20 shots on a shotgun, which seems very strong. Was that my last Halo upgrade? I thought that was. I guess not. I think I opted for something else, which makes that upgrade like pretty bad, because I shard with there, which gets us closer to Shatter. But it is what it is. I'm just talking too much, focusing too little. Now, my concern with this boss is if he stays around too long, I will get hit from just a random projectile, probably. So we gotta be careful. Also, the longer I focus on him, the closer these exploding fuckers get. And I will probably end up... Like, this is like, I think, a boss you can tunnel very easily on. I lost my holy shield there from tunneling. I let the exploder guys get too close to behind me, and because of that, I had a bad dodge I had to take there, and that is the loss of the perfect run. If I hadn't lost it already, I'm pretty sure I hadn't though. So that is a little upsetting, but it is what it is. We're gonna reroll here. There's Halo piece number 3, I think our last Halo piece, and I'm not too interested in any of those other ones. We're gonna take that now. Hold on, let me not get hit. I mean, I don't think I'm that much at a risk of dying, but there is always an opportunity. And we're gonna grab this first just to see what I get. All right, Atoma power is like, okay, so this only triples your base max ammo. This does not triple your added on max ammo. So I bet that build that I just threw together in my head probably doesn't work that well. All right, minus 25%, max HP minus 1. Who cares? This is just easily the best upgrade. And then there's Shauna's Halo, which is pretty good. Like all the way around. I think that just taking it is difficult and actually negatively affects your run for a while. But once you get it, it is good. It is strong. So no more complaints there about that one. And as long as you stay safe, I want to actually look for Stalwart Shield here. That boss, by the way, is a joke. On every run, I've never seen that even hit me. And it definitely is like the least intimidating boss. Maybe the first one is less intimidating, but I think I've had more trouble with the first one than that one. But yeah, I think right now, like I said, or like I was going to say, I'm looking for Stalwart Shield, which is the Holy Shield upgrade, but Gun Mastery is just too good not to take, so that's going to be what we end up with. I will probably start looking for Split Fire so I can fire behind myself. It does help with the crowd control, I guess, the sheer amount of enemies we're fighting. Here's like Shark gets me closer to Frostbite. I'm not going to reject something so useful. And we are looking like we're actually popping off now. We've got the upgrades we need. I do think this is a one run, but you can always throw, so I'm going to be careful not to do so. Let's reroll. That's not what I'm looking for. Light bullets, this is what we want. Shatter's even better though, unfortunately. So see you, light bullets. And yeah, you're going to see the power of Shatter really start to pop. That mixed with Assassin, mixed with Splinter, mixed with, you know, just the bullet hell build we've got going on is insane. And because of the amount of kills we get per clip now, that reload rate increase does help. Split Fire's there, but I like light bullets more. So you're just seeing like an absolute bullet hell mow down AoE builds here. And I honestly, like, the damage I took earlier was pretty dumb. This should have been, you know, the perfectionist run that I've been wanting. But it is what it is. Death rounds, very good here. One thing I need to go test out is if taking things like death rounds actually causes you to lose the perfectionist run. I don't think it would, but it might. Also, there's an achievement for ending your run with only 1 max HP, which could have been done here had we taken different upgrades. Which probably is something I'll go for kind of soon. Like, I don't know, I think that achievement's not too bad. You take Stalwart Shield, you build something overpowered like this, and you probably just make it through just fine. But that's something to be left up in the air until I try it. We still have 2 minutes left, and we're almost level 40, which is kind of crazy. I think my highest is probably somewhere in the 40s, 44-ish maybe. I don't think it's too much to worry about in terms of what I take here. Rubber bullets, like, I don't think I want that. Magic lens, fuck it. I actually really like magic lens. I don't think it's good, but I like it. I don't think it's bad either, for the record. I just don't think it's what you look for in most upgrades. But this will be wrapping up the run here shortly. If you guys got any suggestions for things I should try on this game, definitely leave them down below. I'm pretty open, and I've been enjoying this game a lot. Currently, I've just been very busy, so actually finding time to play and pump out a few videos has been a little difficult. But if you guys have any suggestions, I'll try them. If you want to see a fun run, like maybe a glare only run, see how far I get on that, I will try it out, and you guys can watch it. But this is pretty much like the end of this run at this point, so I'm just going to probably blabber on about something completely unrelated to gameplay. It does not matter what upgrades I take at this point. This is the one run. So I do need you guys to actually leave me some movie suggestions, because I am probably like one of the most uneducated people when it comes to movies. I do not watch movies or TV, and currently I've been trying to get more into it, just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's more like cultural knowledge. I don't know if you can call it cultural. I think movies and TV can play like a part of it, like of culture. Like think about, honestly, you guys can probably tell, but I'm from the U.S. Think about how many people from the U.S., if you guys are from the U.S. or if you talk to anybody from the U.S., talk about, you know, something they watch all the time, or they reference it, they quote it, you know, they're making jokes about whatever Friends or I don't know what other TV shows people watch. I don't really watch them, but you know, they're quoting Friends or something like that. I feel like that's something I've seen people do all the time. Like guys I used to work with used to quote Step Brothers all the time, and I had never seen it. They made me watch it. They made me like sit down. Like they forcibly made me sit down to watch it. That was a pretty good time. I only made it about halfway through before I got too drunk. But it's one of those things that like I feel like I've always been like, I'm not interested. And now I hear people like reference them all the time or talk about them. I'm just like, yeah, I haven't seen that movie. And it's like probably the top 20 movies of all time watched. And they're like, how have you not seen that movie? Like, Step Brothers is a big one for all the guys I used to work with. Forrest Gump seems to be a huge one. Like all these movies that I just haven't seen before, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, dude. It is what it is. But it drives some people nuts. But I mean, it's just not my style to sit and watch TV and movies. So definitely leave your list of suggestions down below if you've gotten any. I am actually looking to try and knock out some good movies, TV shows, anything like that, something to kill some time with. I watch probably a total of 3 hours, 4 hours a week currently, but that'll probably go up in due time. And that is going to do it for this video. That is level 44 achieved. I definitely had enough XP on the ground to get 45. I was almost there. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you for sticking through, especially those first 2 runs that were embarrassing. And then next time around, we will probably just go for Darkness 8. I do want to get to Darkness 10 before I probably try any more challenge runs and just kind of beef up my runes page a little more so I have more flexibility on what I want to build. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you did enjoy at any moment, or if you didn't, you know, leave a dislike, leave a comment, see what I can improve, and hopefully I'll see you guys around. Peace.